Good morning guys, this is Angel and I wanted to make another video of my backyard. The date is October 4th, 2018. The weather is changing, it's super beautiful, very nice out here. And I wanted to make the last video because I know all these plants are going to come to an end. And I want for you guys to see what I am or what I was growing this year. And it's been a really good year for zinnias. Zinnias are doing very good. This has been the best year for me growing zinnias. They do very good, and as you can see on this on the screen, they attract pollinators. That's why I highly recommend for you guys to grow them. They attract butterflies, bees, and those guys right there. I don't think that's a beneficial bug right there, but it's still a pollinator. So I really encourage you guys to grow zinnias. This plant right here, as you can see, is the Italian basil. I have lots of these all over the house, and I just keep on topping. I just keep on removing the tops, the flowers, because in that it encourages more production on the plant. I'm just doing this for the purpose of the video, but it's already too late for this plant. In about 30 days or so, we're gonna be getting our first frost, and they're all gonna say bye-bye. This is another basil variety right here. I believe this one is the Thai basil. In this raised bed, I still have some eggplants still producing. Once again, it's already October 4th. It's already starting to get windy, but some of the plants are still producing, and I'm quite excited to see this because it's very relaxing to come out to the yard and find new things every time. This is the raised bed where I had planted my tomatoes, but as you can see in the background, the same spot I planted kale seed, and they're also doing pretty good. This one right here is the dinosaur kale. I think they call it dinosaur kale because of the leaves. As you can see, the texture on the leaf is pretty much like a dinosaur. It reminds me of a T-Rex. This kale right here is super delicious, very sweet. Right next to it, this one is also a kale plant, but this is another variety. This one is I believe they call it the premier kale. It's also super delicious. Right now is the time it's the best time to grow kale. Quite simple, super simple to grow it up here in the high desert. Just drop the seed into a good soil, organic soil, with a lot of organic material. Doesn't require any high maintenance. From time to time, you may want to check the leaves to see if you can spot any caterpillars or any type of bugs that may be eating the leaves, like in this case right here. I already spotted them and they're dead. Also, the same raised bed, I'm growing the red Russian kale, my favorite of all. I love red Russian kale, super delicious. Once again, this is something very simple to grow, that anybody can grow it up here in this type of desert climate. I grow some towards the end of the year and also towards the beginning of the year when temperatures are not too hot. However, this one right here, the dinosaur kale, is a heat tolerant plant. I have 4 of those planted back in the backyard where it gets like 12 hours of sunlight, and those, believe it or not, I did not take care of them, and they're still alive. I did not even water them, and they're still doing pretty good. Now, lettuce. Lettuce is one of the crops that you can grow during the cold weather. That is the romaine lettuce that you see in front of you. I dropped the seed probably about 3 weeks ago, and every single seed is sprouted. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with so much lettuce, but I'm just gonna thin them out and maybe put some more on the empty spaces. But yeah, I do encourage for you guys to grow lettuce around this time of the year, because that one is gonna overwinter. It's gonna make it all the way to January, February, even March. Right here, believe it or not, they did not get any attention from me this year. In fact, they didn't even get any water. And these over winter from 2017, and I just forgot about them. I just didn't care for them. And right now, I barely started to throw some water on them, and they came back to life. Look at this. They made it through 110 degrees Fahrenheit weather with no water. So if you are going to be growing kale, I really suggest you grow this variety. It goes by the name of dinosaur kale. It's got other scientific names, but I don't know them. I just know it by dinosaur kale. In this raised bed, right in this little tire raised bed, I dropped a whole bunch of red beets seed. Once again, they all sprouted, and now all the beets are taking over the tire raised bed. But I'm not gonna transplant any of those. I'm just gonna let them grow. They're gonna compete, and the strongest will survive. Now, I love and I practice a lot of companion planting method. And companion planting is really good in a way because bugs, they get confused because they have so many different plants in the area where they don't know what to attack. But that was not the case this year, because all these plants that you see here, they all have holes in them. Look at that. Funny. Luckily for me, I don't grow these plants I don't eat them. I just grow them just for fun. And a lot of people, they come here and they harvest all these food from me, from this yard. I don't mind. And as you can see, I love the companion method gardening. You can see anywhere from red Russian kale. This is the red Swiss chard, white Swiss chard, kale, dinosaur kale. I even have carrots. I dropped a whole bunch of carrot seeds in the same raised bed. And as you can see, everything is sprouted all the way across the raised bed. You're gonna see lots of food. Red Russian kale, my favorite, all across the divider between me and my neighbor. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that on the picture and the video, but every single leaf has holes in them. I don't even want to know what is chewing on those leaves, but I don't care. Very soon it's gonna get very cold. These bugs, they're all gonna die, and the plants will survive the cold weather. So that's the idea. I hope that these plants survive the cold weather, and when it gets cold, the bugs, they kind of run off and they leave them alone. This is another shot of the lettuce, of the romaine lettuce that I'm growing this year. Look at this, fresh. I don't use any pesticides, nothing. It's just all natural, organic, and no bugs around, no bugs here. So I'm gonna try it. Wow, delicious. That is the way to eat fresh lettuce. This year I also tried to grow a moringa tree, and I was not very successful this year. I don't know what happened. Maybe didn't like the extreme hot weather, and this is it. This is all I have for moringa. So not very much to show for, but at least I can include it on this tour, on this video that I'm making right now. To the left here is my Moruga scorpion plants, peppers, Moruga scorpions, ghost peppers, Carolina reapers. These plants also didn't do that great. Once again, because of the aphids infestation that I had this year. These guys are the last survivors. They're not gonna overwinter. They just don't like the cold weather. I'm gonna see if I can bring some of these plants inside the house. I tried to do that 2 years ago, but they were not very happy inside the house. They did not like the furnace, the heater. They don't like indoors. They love to be out here, but unfortunately it's too cold for them. So they died within a month from the time that I took them inside. I'm about to end this video, and look at this. It was a bad year for peppers. I was removed, I think, about 25 deceased plants about 3 months ago. That really hurt me, but oh well, that's how it is. I'll try it again we'll try again next year. Now this okra plant here is here by accident. Somehow a seed dropped from my raised bed right here that I cleared about a month ago, and guess what? Look at it. It grew really fast, and it's already producing okras in less than 5 weeks, which gives me an indication that you can plant okra in extremely hot weather, June, July, or August. That way you can have they can be ready for harvesting around fall, October or November. My carrots are doing really good. And to end the video, I'm going to show you another raised bed where I have more kale growing. This is all I have for you guys. Thank you for watching, and just keep on growing. If you like my videos, if you have any comments, just drop them below, and if you have any questions, any suggestions, thank you very much for watching my videos and for subscribing, and I will see you on the next one.